Hey folks, here OS Reviews. You're watching our video first look and a quick review of the KMASHI Bluetooth speaker. This is a version that you can pick up on Amazon for about 25 bucks, and it does have an interesting illuminated LED design which will strobe and flash along to the music that you're playing. It has this interesting X shape, which is different in terms of the form factor to previous Bluetooth speakers that we've seen in the past, and also is again quite affordable. It does have a built-in micro SD card slot, so you can directly plug in a memory card loaded with your favorite music and use this as a pseudo MP3 player of sorts. So this is what the packaging looks like. Again, this is the speaker. We'll take a closer look at this in a moment. There's a few other color schemes that you can use to customize with, and as with most KMASHI products we've seen in the past, it comes fully documented with warranty guides as well as instruction manuals. Inside here you have access to a micro USB cable for charging. It takes roughly 4 hours to completely charge, and then you can get continuous audio playback for around 8 hours or so, which is a fair amount for a Bluetooth speaker. There's also an auxiliary 3.5mm cable provided if you don't want to use that wireless Bluetooth functionality when listening to music through the speaker. So something like a iPod, let's say, could use that feature. So here we have the speaker itself. Again, it is made entirely out of plastic, but it is a fairly sturdy, I would say, polycarbonate material that is a one-piece fit and finish. The speaker driver is on the front, so you can see that it kind of creates this interesting look. And on the bottom, there's access to 2 rubber feet, which prevents the speaker from sliding around. It's actually a pretty slim speaker if you're looking at it from the sides, but it's just the front that has this cube shape along with that X. There is just one speaker on this, so this is a mono speaker and not a stereo speaker, which is something to quickly note. You're not going to get that 3-dimensional sound effect you might get from a larger speaker in the same price range. The top features access to dedicated controls for the power on-off switch. There's also a play pause and also skip track controls, and to pair it with Bluetooth using version Bluetooth 4.1, it's quite simple. Just tap on the power key for a few seconds and there's going to be a LED which flashes blue, tells you you're in the pairing mode, and you can set it up with any iOS or Android device. The back features access to the unit. You can see it has quite a large battery at 2000 milliamp hour capacities, which is why the battery does last for quite a while. It also features access to a full-size USB port, so you can plug in a thumb drive loaded with music, again use it as a pseudo MP3 player, the aforementioned 3.5mm jack, and also a micro USB cable. So this is best suited for the office or for the home, maybe if you want to bring it to a party, because it's not a super durable or rugged speaker. Not going to be perfect for outdoors because it doesn't have too much rubber accents. It's not going to absorb too much shock if you drop it. Also, it's not waterproof or dustproof, anything like that. So next we're going to do a quick look at the music performance by turning this thing on and pairing it with a phone. Here we have the speaker itself connected to a phone using Bluetooth. We're going to do a quick audio sample next. And from first impression, it seems like the volume of the speaker can get quite loud. It fills up small spaces pretty well. And as a mono speaker goes, it does sound quite rich sounding. And even if I pause the music really quickly, you can hear that there isn't a static or a noise in the background, which is something that's quite common with Bluetooth speakers. There's a slight hissing. This one actually sounds quite clean, so even if I adjust the volume all the way down or all the way up, it seems to be a pretty well-balanced and clean-sounding speaker, which is pretty good for this price point, I'd say. Of course, if you want the best audio quality, you can always plug in a pair of 3.5mm jacks or insert your own micro SD card. That can improve the quality of the sound slightly, but all in all, it packs a nice punch in terms of the bass, and again, the sound quality is pretty rich. So we're going to turn up the volume a bit more. So hopefully that gave you guys a good idea of how the audio quality is like. Something I have noticed is the LED lights in the front. As you can see, they do dance and strobe to the beat of the music, but you need to have the volume of the speaker at a loud enough setting. So for example, right then I had it at 80 or 90% of the maximum volume on the phone before the LED lights could really hear the sound and interact with the music. Right now, if you have it at a lower volume, then the actual lights themselves don't really move or flash, so that's something to quickly note. Of course, if you don't like the lights, you can always always customize them or turn them on or off. That's another feature that this speaker does have. So all in all, again, we are rather impressed with the audio performance of this Bluetooth speaker. Despite not being stereo in sound, it does a good job. So the top you can see here, we have access to these controls, which do work rather well. It takes a few seconds to actually fully implement. You can also double tap on them. Sometimes that works a little better. For instance, playing pause of music. If I tap on there once, you can see it kind of fades out slowly, and if I tap on it again, the music comes back and it gets a little bit louder as well. So those features all do work, and they are pretty easy to use as well. So you can check out more details about this Bluetooth speaker from KMASHI, the Arma-K6, in our official written review. But for now, this has been our video. Thanks for watching here at OS Reviews.